Welcome to Fenway Park as we prepare for the middle game of a three-game series between the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. Well, for the Tigers, some good news tonight as Miguel Cabrera returns to their lineup. He was off yesterday and has missed a couple of games over the last couple of days with a side injury, but he's okay and back in the lineup tonight. Bad news for the Red Sox. Of course, Miguel Cabrera is shooting for his second Triple Crown, presently batting at .358 with 43 home runs and 130 RBIs. Currently leads the American League in average RBIs and is just 4 home runs behind Orioles' Chris Davis. Of course, Cabrera is third in the majors in home runs as well since 2006. Prince Fielder, his teammate, is fourth. So you might expect these power numbers. Cabrera also leads the American League with 329 total bases. We welcome in Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. And Eck, every now and again you have a marquee pitching matchup, and tonight we certainly do.
Well, we talk about John Lester all the time, every 5 days, but you don't get this very often. Tonight's about Max Scherzer going for number 20. He's 19-1. You can talk all you want about run support. I know he's gotten it, but look at the numbers. Look how he pitches on the road. 8-0, average 172 average against them, and that's better than at home. Everything's good when you look at these numbers. 19-1. Not bad for a guy that could possibly be their second pitcher in the rotation behind Verlander. What a year this kid has had.
Should be an outstanding matchup tonight. Of course, John Lester going for the Red Sox, and tonight some lineup changes for the Red Sox. We'll discuss some of the injuries the Red Sox have had when we come back, and we'll also delve into some Daniel Nava numbers. Incredibly consistent. We're back with more right after this from Fenway. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo. Well, we've seen in years past how quickly your roster can change with just a couple of injuries. So far, so good in that regard for the Red Sox for the most part, and no DLs to report today. However, there are some banged-up Red Sox who will not be in the lineup for tonight's game. Jacoby Ellsbury had been jammed a few times with a couple of pitches the day before yesterday, was sore yesterday, and today cannot get into the lineup. He is out tonight with a sore left hand and should return tomorrow. Jared Saltalamacchia has been nagged with a back injury, lower back, in fact, and John Farrell said before the game today he may miss 2 or 3 days, so not good news there for the Red Sox. Welcome back in Dennis Eckersley and Eck. Tonight, back in the lineup for the Red Sox is Daniel Nava, who's been incredibly consistent.
Absolutely. You can count on Nava all year long. He doesn't play every day, but when he does, he gets on base. And last night was just another example. Yesterday, he used the whole field, base hit to left field the first time up, and he's going to split the gap the next time up on a breaking ball off of Fisher for his first double of the day, and the next time up he hits a ground ball in the hole between first and second. He's been doing his number all year long, up over 300 right now, left-hand side of the plate. He's been devastating. You know, he works the count, he makes it tough on the pitcher, and he's been consistent for the Red Sox all year long.
Tonight should be quite a matchup, not only between these two teams, but these two pitchers. Should be a lot of fun. Come back and join us for Game 2 of the series from Fenway Park right after this. Preferred, Kia of New England, Dunkin' Donuts, Toyota's official website for deals via Toyota.com, McDonald's of Boston, and by Southwest Airlines. Welcome you back to Fenway Park as we get ready for Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Tigers. And Nick, I'm not sure if you knew this or not. I know you were away this weekend, but I broke out some of my light-colored suits over the weekend in order to be done with them now that Labor Day has come and gone. But this fan is kind enough to explain why Jacoby Ellsbury may have needed sunglasses over the weekend.
What are you, a Hall of Famer? Is that something, right? The NFL wears that,
yes,
right?
Going into Canton.
Yes.
I'm very excited about it. Century 21, some people mentioned I could be a real estate agent.
Right. You're not going to wear that anymore. That's it.
That's it. It's a wrap. It's over. That's all
now
you're going to get.
Now we're going to dark colors.
Yes,
right?
now we're into the dark, and dark grays, blue, black. So I'm ready now. But ready to take the field tonight are the Red Sox, as it is David Ross who may be catching the next couple of days. We'll see if Ryan LaVarnway may get a game as well. Interesting today to find out that, as we mentioned a moment ago, that Jared Saltalamacchia may be out a couple of days.
You know, the funny thing is, about a week ago, we were talking about, how well he's held up. He's swinging the bat good, and that's how it is, with catching. You just don't know. And luckily, they have a guy like Ross on the bench along with LaVarnway. I mean, they could get it done for a few days, but overall, you got to have Salty in that lineup every day. And I think it had something to do with him throwing, too. I mean, he wasn't throwing all that well. And then yesterday, he had to bunt. They made him bunt. You don't see that very often. Maybe he didn't like the way he was swinging the bat either, but we'll see how he is in a few days.
Yeah, the Red Sox take the field tonight at Fenway Park for Game 2 of the series. As they do, let's check out the visiting Detroit Tigers starting 9. Leading it off here in center field is Austin Jackson with Torrey Hunter in right field. Miguel Cabrera did not play yesterday, back in there tonight. He's at third base, batting third, with Prince Fielder at first base in the cleanup spot with Victor Martinez, a former Red Sox catcher, first baseman. He's the DH. Omar Infante at second base, bats sixth. Matt Tuiasosopo is in left field. He bats 7th with Brian Pena doing the catching. And Red Sox former shortstop Jose Iglesias at shortstop for the Tigers bats 9th. Now let's look at the season numbers tonight for John Lester, who appears in his 29th start of the year. He is 12-8 with a 3.99 earned run average, 145 strikeouts, and 178 1/3 innings. And opponents hitting at .253 against John Lester. Defensively for the Red Sox, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. From third to first, Will Middlebrook, Stephen Drew, Dustin Pedroia, and Mike Karp. In the outfield, left to right, it's Johnny Gomes in left with Shane Victorino in center and Daniel Nava around in right. Doing the catching tonight, David Ross for John Lester, as the Red Sox are currently 9th in fielding percentage in the American League. Umpiring crew tonight, Paul Schreiber has the play calling the balls and strikes with the crew chief Jeff Kellogg at first base. Angel Hernandez at second base, and Eric Cooper is at third. Tonight's game is available in Spanish by pushing the SAP button on your television remote. Enjoy the game. You see some ominous clouds above Fenway Park here. It is 76 degrees to begin the game. Breeze in from right field at 11 miles per hour, but it does appear that there will be precipitation free. Even with those ominous clouds, it looks like it's going to be partly cloudy throughout the night. We can take that.
Yes, if you don't want any rain delays of an hour right here. And we're afraid of that guy. Everybody who's waiting around all day is Cabrera in the lineup. And I tell you what, if I was Lester, I would be concerned. Be concerned about this whole lineup off of Lester.
Yeah, the Tigers did well without him yesterday, but you add him to the equation, it makes them even tougher. Austin Jackson settles in on the right side to get it started tonight. John Lester ready to work. It's a sign from David Ross, and the first pitch of the ball game is going to miss for ball one. We're underway from Fenway. Austin Jackson hitting at .272 with 11 homers and 38 runs batted in. And a little pop up down the first baseline and foul ground that's going to land harmlessly as Mike Karp went after it hard towards the tarp area, but out of his reach.
Lester started his last start. Remember, he's throwing the ball hard. We noticed the velocity was there, but as the game went along, his control was not there. The command, he went a lot of deep counts there, fouling balls off. You know, he pitched a decent game, but he was matched up against Chris Tillman, who last time out, the pressure was on the Baltimore Orioles, and Tillman came through.
Lester tagged with a loss in that last outing against Baltimore. There are the numbers through 112 pitches. It's just his first loss of the season at Fenway Park, remarkably. And it was his 28th start of the year. Tigers have been a tough team, though, for John Lester over the year. A 5.26 earned run average against Detroit, as this one is lined foul again. Detroit's hitters are hitting at .304 against Lester. It's the worst opponent average against any American League club.
And this lineup in particular is hitting .430. If you add up all the numbers, I mean, it's a little scary. That's why you're hoping that Cabrera wasn't in there.
1-2 pitch is down low, 2-2. As a pitcher coming in, I'm sure you're aware in your mind of the lack of success you've had against some of these guys.
I remember Lester's last time out against Detroit was several months ago. And I remember, like yesterday, he threw a changeup to Cabrera. He said that was the greatest changeup I've ever thrown, and he hit it 420 feet in left center field. He ended up winning that ball game, but gave up 5 runs. That's when he was on that funk. Remember, he had about 5 or 6 games in a row where he didn't throw very good. But he got that W. But I'll never forget him saying, that's the best changeup I could throw, and the guy hits it out.
2-2 pitch. And that's going to miss inside, full count. Lengthy at bat here. First hitter that Lester's going to face tonight. And it's Austin Jackson. And he will see an 8th pitch in this at bat. And he drives it out towards the gap in deep left center field, and that ball is going to be off the wall. Pitch to Victorino, bare hands and fires, but standing at second base is Austin Jackson. A wall ball double to left center field.
That's all he saw was fastballs, and Jackson, this ball is fairly down, but he takes a good swing at this ball. Luckily, it doesn't go out of the ballpark goes about halfway up the wall. He can run so well, even with the arm of Victorino. He's safe easy.
And a 5-gamer for Austin Jackson now as he extends it. He's 7 for 16. And at second base to begin things here in the top half of the first inning. Here's Torrey Hunter. He has fit very nicely in this 2 spot in the Tigers order. In at 304 with 16 homers and 71 runs driven in. He lays off ball 1.
Well, he didn't hit 300 his whole career until the last 2 years. And last year he hit in front of Pujols. Started hitting ball the other way. Didn't try to drive the ball. Same thing happened this year. Hitting in front of Cabrera. It's a nice thing. Hitting over 300 the last 2 years.
He's hitting in front of some pretty good hitters, to say the least. As he sends this one foul back to the backstop. 1-1.
I didn't know how good a pickup that really was going to be for them. You know, they got him right away in the offseason. Boom. Locked him up 2-year deal. And I was like, ooh, that's kind of weird. But you think about it, they tried to piece it together with what Delman Young the last couple of years. They've never really solidified that right field slot.
Look at his career numbers, over 2,000 games. And the majority of those spent as a member of the Minnesota Twins.
They had Ordonez out there for the longest time in right field.
It was kind of mix and match a little bit last year in the postseason. We actually saw Avisaíl Garcia out there for game 1 of the postseason last year. Now they had traded him away recently. We just saw him with the White Sox.
It's like a little Miguel Cabrera. He looked like his little son or something. Meanwhile, this is a better lineup than was in the World Series last year. I don't know if you can imagine having a better club than they had last year. But offensively, this is a much more difficult lineup as the numbers pan out. They're first in everything.
Well, first of all, they get Victor Martinez back. They did not have him at all last year. And what a difference that made to extend their lineup just that much longer.
And he has gotten off since the All-Star break. I mean, crazy numbers. Kind of worried about him for a while the first half of the season, but he showed up the second half.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Torrey Hunter. A lot of work here so far for Lester. First 2 batters have not been comfortable for John Lester. Hunter grounds it foul over by his own dugout and into it. We'll start following NESN on Twitter for the latest breaking news and programming alerts. It's all available on your computer and mobile device. Follow us on twitter.com/NESN. Leadoff double by Austin Jackson here in the top half of the first inning. Torrey Hunter batting here with a count of 2-2. Another foul back, and it hangs at 2-2.
That's the thing. All these foul balls. That's exactly what happened in his last start. Pitch count starts creeping up. But this guy, Hunter, he's all over it. He's on everything he throws. 10 for 19 lifetime. You know this guy could swing it off you.
Last 8 games, he's hit at .323. Had a hit here yesterday. 1 for 4 in the game, and starting again in right field tonight. Squibs it foul off the end of the bat.
I mean, you make it, like last game, I remember he threw a couple of changeups that they swung and missed. Sometimes a changeup, you won't throw a changeup, you want an out. Right there is a good changeup, little squibbler foul. I mean, some nights it just doesn't happen. Other nights you make pitches and they make ground balls. It's like you go out there enough, everything happens to you.
Well, Lester had to throw 112 pitches in his last outing. There's a 2-2 pitch to Torrey Hunter. And that's going to miss low. Full count. So far 16 pitches to the first 2 batters.
He's thrown everything to Hunter. Hunter's seen everything. Hasn't seen his hook. He hasn't thrown him a hook yet. And I don't think he's going to throw him one here. A little fastball away. Something away.
And a little pop up as Karp will catch it in foul ground. We needed that for the first out here of the first inning. What a battle. Lester and Hunter and Miguel Cabrera coming up. 358, 43 home runs, and 130 runs batted in. First was not in the lineup yesterday, nursing a sore side. And today there's some question whether or not he was going to be in it. They waited a long time to post the lineup, and finally they did, and he was in it. And here is Miguel Cabrera. He'll take strike one.
There's a perfect pitch right there, but it's going to take a perfect pitch for him not to hit a line drive. Look at the numbers. You see the numbers. I tell you, the home run was that changeup last time he faced him.
Missing for ball 1, 1-1. Leads the American League with 329 total bases, 130 RBIs, and the 358 batting average. It's a hack at the 1-1 and fouls it off himself.
Pretty good cutter there by John tonight. That's a hard cutter, 93 miles an hour.
The Tigers begin tonight's game with an 8.5 game lead over the Cleveland Indians. So they've got quite a bit of space now between them and the second team in the division. So they can start perhaps resting some guys and getting ready for the postseason now at this point.
And what they're really after is, the best record more than anything else. That's the only thing left for them to get.
1-2 pitch in the air to right field as Daniel Nava's out there tonight in right. He makes the catch. Tagging at second is Austin Jackson. He'll get to third without a problem. And the Tigers have a runner at third with now 2 down. So 2-away, and it brings up Prince Fielder. He is part of John Lester's key matchup, brought to you by People's United Bank. 3 for 12 against Lester, hitting at .250. Jackson 90 feet away at third base. 2 down here in the first inning. And out goes Ross to talk to Lester.
It's got to be a little easier year for Fielder. We got Martinez hitting behind him, but he's not having the kind of year that he normally has. Home runs are down. The RBIs are there, but the average is down.
Yeah, it's a .269, 21 home runs, but 93 RBIs. So you're right, he's knocking them in as he takes strike one.
Boy, Lester has had to pitch this first inning. We've seen the good fastball. He threw a 97-mile-an-hour fastball to Cabrera. A little fly out to right. That's as hard as I've ever seen him throw it.
A little bit low, 1-1. That fielder last year finished the season with 30 home runs. Year before, 38. Most he's ever had in a season was 46, which was in 2009. And that was a member of the Milwaukee Brewers. And so far only 21 this year. And he'll take strike two. Fielder didn't think so. Asking if it was on the corner, checking with Paul Schreiber.
This is a paint curveball all the way across the strike zone. Amica has it right on the corner, but it's a sweeping breaking ball.
Fielder strikes out, and Lester gets out of the jam. Leading it off will be Shane Victorino when we come back. in center field. Daniel Nava in right field batting second. Dustin Pedroia at second base with David Ortiz at DH. Mike Carp at first base. Johnny Gomes in left field. Stephen Drew at shortstop at seventh with David Ross doing the catching eighth. And Will Middlebrooks at third base bats ninth. Now for the Tigers, it is Max Scherzer getting the start this evening. His season numbers are brought to you by Nissan, and they are very good. His 28th start of the year, he is 19-1 with a 2.90 earned run average, 183 and a third innings, 201 strikeouts. Now he was coming off a tough outing last time out, a no decision, which he gave up 6 runs, 5 earned, and a total of 5 innings. That was against the Oakland A's. But there have been very few of those, as you might imagine, with a record of 19-1.
I guess so. 19-1. Talk about branch work. You got to be good and lucky, and then you're 19-1. I mean, what do you say? The guy's got over 200 punch-outs for the second year in a row. The league's hitting $196 off him. He's got gas from 92 to 97. He got a nasty slider, great changeup, and now he's come up with a little curveball he probably shows to left-handed hitters.
0-2 pitch, and he strikes out Victorino. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. He's carried that in 3 pitches. Now the Tigers defensively is brought to you on NESN by Verizon Fios. Miguel Cabrera at third, Jose Iglesias at short, Omar Infante at second base with Prince Fielder at first base, Matt Tuiasosopo in left field, Austin Jackson in center, Torrey Hunter around in right. There's Brian Pena as the catching for Max Scherzer. Tigers are 5th in the American League in fielding percentage. One down for Daniel Nava, takes a pitch inside for ball 1.
You got a much better chance hitting left-hander off of Scherzer. I mean, he's nasty on a right-hander. You just saw that nasty slider that he threw to Victorino.
1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. He's also got that fastball at 95 miles an hour he just dropped in there.
A little deception in there, too. It kind of gets on you.
4th career start for him here at Fenway. He's 1-1 with a 4.34 earned run average. Nava fouls this off to the left out of play. American League All-Star squad this year for Scherzer. First time in his career that he has been named an All-Star. Enters his start tonight looking for his 20th win of the season. It's already his career high in wins. This is outside with that. 2-2.
You talk about guys all-time winning percentage. You can't forget Guidry, the year he had 25-3 back in 1978.
Swing and a miss, and quite a start for Scherzer. He has struck out the first 2 Boston batters he's faced tonight. Let's send it down to Jenny Dell.
Well, Don, the Red Sox and the Tigers have nearly identical records. Both have powerful offenses, strong defense, and really impressive pitching. So for our AT&T text poll question of the night, we want to ask the fans at home, which of these 2 clubs do you think will be represented in the American League in the ALCS? So text your vote to 536-536 and select A for the Red Sox, B for the Tigers, C for both, or D for neither. Message and data rates may apply. Voting is going to go throughout this entire game through our post-game coverage, and we'll reveal the winner on NESN Sports Today later tonight. Don?
All right, Jan, thank you very much. 2 very good teams going head-to-head tonight. 2 very good pitchers going head-to-head in tonight's game. And Scherzer has the first 2 outs here of the first inning. Dustin Pedroia. It's his first look at Max Scherzer tonight. And a swing and a miss.
It's almost like he threw his slider by him. This is a slider, but it goes in the glove. I don't know if he was guessing something else, but he's come out of the gate throwing the ball great tonight.
308 homers and 76 runs batted in. And that is off the outside edge with a fastball. 2-2.
He makes a pitch there, you're done. I mean, see you. Take it in. It's that angle that he drops down just a hair to a right-handed hitter, a little crossfire almost. Ball down and away is almost unhittable.
And a swing and a miss. Tough to have a better first inning than Max Scherzer just did. Victorino, Nava, and Pedroia all down by way of the K. Is Omar Infante and Matt Tuiasosopo the bat of the inning here for the Tigers. John Lester had to throw 25 first inning pitches and really battled with Austin Jackson and Torrey Hunter. Jackson doubled to begin the first, and Lester worked his way around that as he deals with strike one to Victor Martinez. 298, 11 homers, and 78 runs batted in by Victor Martinez.
It's come a long ways. Leads the American League in hitting since the All-Star break, 380, and he has no speed.
In the air to shallow center field. Pedroia giving way to Victorino, calls him off and makes the catch for the first out of the second inning. Ever find yourself guessing what you think is going to happen during every at bat? Well, there's an app for that. MLB Pre-Play is the official prediction game of Major League Baseball, and it's free to download on iOS and Android. Download now at NESN.com/preplay and play along during every Red Sox game. One out in the second inning as Omar Infante stands in. Infante takes strike one. Mike Napoli on the bench tonight for the Red Sox as this is on the ground into center field and a base hit for Infante. Able to collect his first hit of the night, second hit for the Tigers on the night.
Boy, they've had him all year long. I know he's hurt earlier, but he's been hot since he came off the DL. They needed him badly, and this makes them that much more of a tougher lineup. He's went deep recently. He's shown off some power.
Matt Tuiasosopo hitting at 278, 7 homers and 30 runs batted in. Spent time on the DL earlier this season as this one is fouled off to the right. Part of the outfield mix here for the Tigers. It's only hit at 243 in the last 43 games. Fouls it back off to the right, 0-2.
Well, if they can get that mix in left field right, I mean, please, as if things aren't going well for them to begin with offensively. We get Dirks to swing the bat back and forth with him on the right-hand side. They got Kelly that they move all the way around, a utility guy.
And Kelly yesterday appearing at third base. We did see Dirks in left field in yesterday's game. This one fouled down the right field line, out of play into the grandstand area. Red Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Grinds Coffee Pouches, the healthy alternative to tobacco for professional baseball. For more information to get the product the Red Sox players use, visit getgrinds.com today. One out, Omar Infante at first base. And an 0-2 pitch. Tuiasosopo strikes out. Called third strike. Second strikeout for John Lester of his night.
Lester has thrown some pitches early on in this game. A 93-mile-an-hour cutter on the corner, inside corner paint. This is a pitch.
Pitch on NESN is brought to you by Amica. Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, or life insurance. Second strikeout for John Lester.
That is a big league pitch right there. If you can throw a cutter that velocity on the corner, it makes them say, we got to swing at that cutter.
There's Brian Pena, as Alex Sevilla caught yesterday. Pena catches today, drives this to left well, and it's going to be over Gomes' head. One hops the wall as Infante takes third, stopping between first and second and diving back to the bag at first is Pena. He looked up, was not halfway to second base yet, and that ball was coming back in.
Well, the second I say you have to swing at that cutter, he does. Pena, and hits it over the head of Gomes. The ball wasn't really crushed, but you see the cutter, little extension there. He looked at that thing like he hit it over the wall. Meanwhile, it's just over the head of Gomes. One hops the wall. You see Infante go to third easy. I thought that Pena could have went to second. You see the cutoff right in the middle of the field, the shortstop, and he stops halfway to second and goes back. Obviously, he can't run.
First and third with two down. Jose Iglesias hitting at .319. 2 homers and 24 runs batted in. And Jose takes pitch inside for ball one. Now, they have absolutely loved Jose Iglesias since joining the Detroit Tigers in the trade. When you think about it, everybody has benefited from this trade, the 3-team trade, but the Tigers had a great need at shortstop. And absolutely love what he's been able to do for him. And not only that, but he's also playing well offensively, continuing to do that this season. His combined numbers between Boston and Detroit are at .319.
You know, he does the best with what he's got. I think he's a little anxious, a little, aggressive more than anything else, but he'll learn. But what a trade for them. They needed defense so badly.
This is line to center. Victorino is not going to get there. It's quickly by him. From third comes Infante. He will score. Pena is being waved around. Is going to be very close. And he is not going to be very close, as it turns out. He's very out. He was at third base when the ball was coming back in. They decided to send him. And he is very out. But the Tigers do get a run and take a 1-0 lead. Back at Fenway Park, where Brian Pena has just been thrown out at the plate to end the inning. Tigers do get a run as that ball was quickly by Shane Victorino. It said that was a shot.
That was a bullet by Iglesias. And you see Pena trying to come to third. He hits third when Drew's got the ball out in center field. One hop, he's out by for a mile at home plate. You see this. Why they sent him is beyond me. Obviously, with 2 outs, they tried to sneak another run, but Pena dead at home.
So a 1-0 Tigers lead for Max Scherzer as we head here to the second inning. David Ortiz, Mike Carp, and Johnny Gomes scheduled to bat in the inning. Scherzer had a 1-2-3 first inning, 3 strikeouts on 13 pitches. And Ortiz not waiting around. The Red Sox hitters have not been waiting around, but I guess you really don't want to be down on the count 0-2 before you know it. That's the case. He's coming right after you.
He's got sneaky hump is what he's got. It may say look 94, but that's like all over you.
Ortiz backing out again there briefly. Scherzer wants to get it and go. Count of 0-1 here, ready to go now. And it's fouled off again, 0-2. 96 and right at the heart of the plate.
And that ball's got late life. He's all over the place. I tell you, before he had control problems. He used to walk a lot of guys. You know, he can lose it an inning here, an inning there. That's what he stayed away from this year. His walks are down. Confidence through the roof, to say the least. Haven't seen his changeup yet. He's got a nasty changeup. Here it is.
We'll see it now. On cue, the 1-2 is downstairs, not tantalizing enough. 2-2. Center fielder Austin Jackson over towards right center. Good sized gap out there in left center. Infield in the shift on David Ortiz. This one will get away. Full count.
Back-to-back changeups. Doesn't really have a feel for it right now.
Mike Carp and Johnny Gomes expected here in the bottom of the second inning.
This has got to be a 3-2 piece of party cheese here, right? With that gas,
think so.
Here you go, hit it.
And Ortiz chops it to first. It's gathered by Fielder, who will take it to the bag and tag it for the first out of the second inning. So Scherzer's retired the first 4 that he has faced in the game. Well, Dunkin' Donuts is proud to give back at every Sox home game. Dunkin' hosts a nonprofit children's organization. Today we welcome the Lynn YMCA from Lynn, Massachusetts to historic Fenway Park. Dunkin' Donuts committed to the community.
Meanwhile, he threw Ortiz another changeup. Huh? 3 in a row. 3 in a row. That's why he's good. That's why he's got 19 wins. Can't sit on anything.
One down in the inning. Mike Carp, the batter. Carp jumping on the first pitch. Hits a fly ball out to left center. Austin Jackson makes the catch for the second out of the second inning. Well, today the playoff schedule is announced, Eck, and the wild card games will be played on October 1st and October 2nd on different days. The National League and the American League. And then the NLDS will start on October the 3rd. ALDS starts a day later. NLCS, ALCS, and then you get to that World Series. It would begin on October 23rd, and barring any rain scenarios, you would not be playing in November, which is good news.
Hooray! You know, the problem last year, they tried to shove everything in there, and they were praying that there wasn't a playoff game, one extra game, or they would have been in trouble.
Now they've given themselves a little bit of time to have that take place.
Yes, more than enough time. Because that division series starts for American League team on a Friday.
Right.
Season over on Sunday, right?
Sunday.
And then Sunday, and then 5 days till your first game, which is kind of crazy.
Gives Donnie and Denny a lot of time to get to where they got to get. It's good.
Yeah, I guess so. But so what about lining up your pitchers? I mean, obviously, you win the division, you get to do whatever you want.
Right.
But
there's a real to win the division now. mean something.
Oh, totally.
And when I think that's very good that it does. But I agree with you. I don't think it should be a one-game playoff.
No.
It should be 2 out of 3.
Should. You don't play that many games for a one-game playoff.
Down the line at third. Diving is Cabrera from one knee. The throw is going to be off the mark. And diving back to the bag because he had made the turn inward towards second was Gomes, and he gets back. What a bid by Cabrera. He may have had time to get himself up. I don't think he realized that Gomes was running.
Well, he's not exactly feeling great over there.
No.
Cabrera, he's in the lineup. What a pick. One-up pick. You know he's got some abdominal problems. He just tries to flip it all the way across the diamond. If that throw was on the money, it might have been a close play, but Gomes thought it was going to get away from Fielder. He's ready to go to second. But that's a great pick by Miguel. You know there's something physically wrong with him. I mean, he's not going to pop right up. I don't think he pops right up when he's feeling good.
Now it is a base hit for Johnny Gomes with 2 outs here in the second inning. Stephen Drew hitting at .245, 11 home runs, 54 runs batted in. And that's going to be a strike over the outside corner. Drew didn't like it. And it evens at 1-1. Most have been very aggressive with Scherzer. Not really a surprise that Drew has not been. Pretty patient hitter as he stands in again here with a count of 1-1. Swings this time and hits a fly ball to shallow left field. Tuiasa Supu comes in to make the catch. It ends the inning. Through 2, the Tigers have a 1-0 lead. $25,000 donation this season. 1-0 Tigers have the lead over the Red Sox. So we head into the third inning. It's the top of the Tigers order, and Austin Jackson, as he doubled in the first inning as one of 4 Tigers hits off John Lester tonight. And Jackson with his double got as far as third base, but was left there as Prince Fielder struck out to end the first inning. Tigers would get to Lester for a run in the second inning, and that's the difference in this game. Tampa Bay continuing their West Coast trip tonight. They're in L.A. to take on the Angels. Red Sox have a 5.5 game lead over Tampa Bay. And there's strike three to Austin Jackson. On that outside corner for strike three.
Beautiful sequence by Lester, and he finishes him off with a fastball right on the corner. Couple cutters in, high fastball, changes his eye level, paint, outside corner, sit down.
Third strikeout for Lester of the night. He's had one in each inning so far. And it brings up Torrey Hunter. 37-year-old Torrey Hunter, inning at 303 coming into tonight's action. Broke into the big leagues with the Minnesota Twins back in 1997. And again, the bulk of his major league career with the Twins.
But he used to go up there with a big hack. He tried to go bridge all the time, and he's a totally different hitter. Not that he doesn't have the pop.
Most home runs he's in this season is 31. That was in his second last year with the Twins, and this one fouled off. It became clear that the Minnesota Twins were not going to be able to keep him in Minnesota, and kind of figured at the time he was sort of the face of the franchise. And they may, in fact, try to find a way to keep him. They did not, as it turned out.
Well, he signed a big deal with the Angels when he went over there, and they played well with him.
This one fouled down the right field line out of play.
He moved over. Remember last year he moved over for Trout, right? To right field. Let Trout play center.
And of course, David Ortiz and Torrey Hunter played together, came up in the Twins system together.
And David loves everybody, you know. You don't know where the connection is. Well, there is a connection there with Hunter.
Swing and a miss, and Hunter's down by way of the K. Back-to-back strikeouts for John Lester, 2 down in the third inning.
John may have given up a run on 4 hits, but I tell you what, he's throwing as good as I've seen him throw. You see the curveball that puts away Torrey. Torrey looking for that hard cutter and takes a little off the curveball, gets him out front. Beautiful thing.
So 2 down here in the third. It brings up Miguel Cabrera. Flied out to right field in the first inning, 0 for 1. And then a swing and a miss that was biting in at 93 miles an hour.
I mean, that's as good as it gets, isn't it? I mean, that's one of the best cutters he's had all year. I mean, it's got hump, 93 cutting.
First pitch strikes to 8 of 12 batters so far for Lester.
I mean, it's a great sign. I mean, you want him to not give up any runs, but this time of the year, September, the way he's throwing and velocity-wise, I mean, he's getting strong.
Are we making too much of the time that he had out for around the All-Star break? As it did appear it coincided with his rejuvenation a little bit in the second half.
Well, I'm sure it helped, but I've always thought he's a stud, man. He is a horse out there. He's such a strong kid. Big legs on him. That's how you make it throughout a whole season. You got to be built like that.
Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Foul tipped it on the curveball that time.
Here's that curveball. He's mixing in a curveball. You know, messing up their timing. Hard cutter and little curveball that's about 5-6 miles an hour softer. That's why you always wonder about Buchholz. He's so thin, you know, they're totally different body types. And where's Buchholz been for 3 months?
Cabrera strikes out. 1 around to Jeff Kellogg. 1-0 Tigers. David Ross will lead it off when we come back to Fenway. Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics game. Visit Ace Ticket or call 1-800-MySeats. 1-0 Tigers have the lead over the Red Sox. We head to the last half of the third inning back at Fenway. David Ross, Will Middlebrooks, and Shane Victorino to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. They're just joining us tonight. Jared Saltalamacchia, a sore lower back, and John Farrell said before the game he could miss 2 or 3 days. And Jared has certainly caught a lot, but banged up. So David Ross and Ryan LeBarnway perhaps the next couple of days. We'll see how that works out.
You think about Salty, though, behind the plate and how tough it is to go down, 120 games, whatever it is. He's been back there a long, long time. That big swing, it's going to take it out. I mean, I could just imagine the back as being a problem, the way he swings the bat.
1-1 pitch is a swing and a miss for David Ross. 1-2.
I mean, he never gets cheated. I mean, he's swinging that thing every day.
And he has caught a lot this season. There's no doubt about that.
Not as much as Wieters when Wieters was in town. He's caught 125 games, Wieters, and he's sort of faded. But I saw last night he went 4 for 5 last night. Wieters got a home run. They were in Cleveland. I say you can't have your catcher play all the time. It's going to take its toll. I mean, Wieters' numbers are all right, the home runs and the RBIs, but he's hitting about 220, 225.
106 games caught by Saltalamacchia, 99 total starts this season. And his time called late. Scherzer was about to go into his delivery.
Well, having him on the 60-day DL list with the concussions had something to do with him playing as much as he has, Salty.
On the ground up the middle, Iglesias to his left. Throws out Ross for the first out of the third inning. And more on injuries. Let's check in with Jenny Dell.
Well, Don, another player out today, Jacoby Ellsbury, who started the last 37 games out with that sore left thumb. He jammed it on a few pitches on Sunday, was able to play in the game yesterday, but came out of it saying, I really would like to get ahead of this injury and not let it hurt me any further. He is expected to be in the lineup tomorrow, and you just mentioned Jared Saltalamacchia as well, out of the lineup. Well, Don, at this point in the season, manager John Farrell said this type of year, everyday players, they're going to be dealing with some different things.
Well, this time of year, everybody's got some nagging injuries. There's no doubt about that. And you hope to get a big enough advantage where you can give some guys a rest, too, if you get in a situation like that towards the end of the year.
Well, Ellsbury's had a lot of stuff, right?
Yes.
He fouled one off his leg the other night. We didn't know if he was going to come back the next day. He did. Stole a big bag, even with the bad leg the other night. But this thumb, his left thumb being jammed, it can't be easy for him. But luckily, they've got, several games left. It's not the end of the season where you'd be worried about the playoffs.
He's a guy who's done well against Max Scherzer, 5 for 9 in his career against Scherzer. And on the lineup today is Scherzer has given up just 1 hit through 2 1/3 innings. His 1-2 pitch is strike 3. 4th strikeout for Scherzer of the night.
Third one on a fastball, looking, trying to throw the ball away, but still gets the plate inside and just freezes Middlebrooks. Middlebrooks might have had a slider on the back of his mind.
So 2 down here in the third inning brings up Shane Victorino. Struck out swinging in the first inning. Was part of a 1-2-3 first, all 3 strikeouts for Max Scherzer. Hitting Victorino, Nava, and Pedroia. There's strike 1.
Talking before the game about Victorino, why he gets hit so many times. He's right on the plate.
Scherzer's got 8 of 10 first pitch strikes. He has been ahead. You're right about Victorino. It seems like he's getting closer and closer from the right side, especially.
Yeah, I don't know if he's diving or what, but it's got to be more difficult for him to get out of the way against right-handed pitching, which he never had to do before.
Swing and a miss. I think it's a later reaction because of that.
He goes out there and dives and tries to handle the outside corner. That last pitch was right by him.
And Sharon Meyer from WCSX, who will be joining us next half inning here from Fenway Park. Swing and a miss, and striking out is Victorino for the second time tonight. It's 5 Ks for Scherzer and a 1-0 lead for the Tigers. One to nothing as we head into the top half of the 4th inning. John Lester back on the mound dealing with Prince Fielder to begin this 4th inning. And as promised from WCAX TV in Vermont, Sharon Meyer joins us. Sharon, great to see you.
It's good to see you too. Glad to be here.
Back again.
Nice to meet you, Dennis.
Thank you.
Well, the weather has been a little touch and go here today, but are we okay for the rest of the night?
It's looking better. I did just check the radar. Usually I need my big weather computers, but I have my WCAX weather app that I'm going to promote to everybody right now.
Okay.
And you can at least look at the radar. I don't see anything on the radar right now, but it is so humid out that really anything could sort of pop up at any time.
A bobble at third base, and the throw is still going to get time to get Fielder. It has not run well, fortunately, for the Red Sox, and Stephen Drew, even with the bobble, able to get him at first base. Sharon, part of our great partnership that we have with WCAX, of course, in Vermont. We had the chance to go up there this offseason as well, right before the season, and go to the State House.
March. Most people don't come to Vermont during mud season.
It was kind of muddy. It was
mud season?
It was mud season that time of year. We went up to the State House
We
up
usually
there.
give out awards to people who come visit
Oh, is
during
that
mud
right?
season. Yeah. Winter, people love to come to Vermont. Summer, fall.
How
mud
far
season.
up is it?
Oh, it's not that far.
It's not that
But
far.
like 3 hours and 15 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
It was part of our tour.
I get it.
Yeah.
I remember
year.
that. You guys
Yes.
loved every minute of it.
It was great.
Yes.
It was great. A lot of people came out.
Next
Yes.
year
Fun.
you'll have to come too.
Oh, I can't wait.
There you go.
Sign me up.
Which did you like better, your little trip through Vermont or spring training? Come on.
I enjoyed my time in Vermont, but I have to be honest, I really enjoy spring training. Something about that time of year about being in Florida is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't blame you.
You
there.
are from the Boston area originally?
I did. I grew up outside of Boston, so lifelong Red Sox fan. Fell in love with them at an early age. Of course, I had to have a couple of your baseball cards, or I had a couple of your baseball cards.
What'd you do with
And
them?
what happened to him?
In a weak moment, I gave them to one of those little kids that carries them around in the notebook every day, everywhere he goes. And then I thought to myself, well, he's probably going to enjoy my baseball collection better than I do. But I don't know. In hindsight, I'm not so sure that's true. Just because he carries it around in a notebook, maybe
Right.
I shouldn't have given him up. But it's different now. I mean,
It is.
I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, we get the baseball cards and we sort out the Red Sox players.
He's on the ground to short, and Drew will fire to first for the second out of the inning. NESN's coverage of Red Sox baseball is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. You always put others first. Would be nice if your bank did the same thing with products that make life easier and a commitment to helping those in need. Here, your first, Eastern Bank. What is the toughest thing to predict, would you say?
Thunderstorms, because they just pop up sort of randomly. You might know that the atmosphere is ripe for them to develop, but you just never know where it's going to happen. So we had a pretty rough early part of the summer where almost every day there was severe weather with flooding and so forth. And we just spent the afternoon glued to the radar, waiting for something to pop, putting out the warnings, tracking them, following what's going on. But fortunately, the second half of the summer has been much better.
So a snowstorm is easier to kind of follow and gather what's going to happen.
They're more sort of slow motion. You can see them coming. And it's true that, you can call for 3 to 5 inches and wind up with 12. But at least you sort of see them coming, and it's sort of a more gradual, slow motion type of situation.
How about the foliage? You must see that coming, too, because it's coming around the corner here, isn't it?
I know. That's one of my favorite times of year, and I get to go out and do a foliage tour. I do a lot of things sort of other than weather. In addition, I do some garden segments and nature segments and go and do a foliage tour so I can drive around the state and show people where it's looking pretty and what's making the colors turn and so forth. And that yellow suit that you were showing
Yes,
earlier?
yesterday, yeah.
You could actually wear that in Vermont through foliage season, I think, because, the yellow going with the orange and the red actually wouldn't be so bad.
Wouldn't be bad. I mean, it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Wear it once a year and then I break it out. Apparently some people needed some sunglasses, apparently, Jacoby Ellsbury.
You don't go gardening with that thing on.
Well, Eck was talking about learning how to garden. How hard is it to be a gardener?
He
wants to garden.
Well, I've been working with an expert gardener for many years, and my garden is still terrible. So.
Oh, really? But I just
That's why we keep giving this.
Because I'm so high stressed that I always thought everybody told me do some gardening, and for the life of me, I said, well, maybe I'll try that one of these days.
Can't picture.
Can you imagine that?
On all fours, digging a hole to put something in the ground.
Making it happen.
I'm making it happen.
This one is chopped to third base, and that'll wrap up the inning and our conversation with Sharon Meyer. Thanks for coming up. Great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Thanks, Sharon.
Red Sox trail 1-0 from Fenway. To you in part by Eastern Bank. Put your family first, job first, even your team first. Is it time someone put you first? Eastern Bank does just that with products like Eastern Free Checking. Here, you're first. And we head to the bottom of the fourth inning back at Fenway Park. Tigers have a 1-0 lead over the Red Sox, and it is Daniel Nava to lead it off. Pitch in there for strike one to Nava. Pedroia, then Ortiz expected in the inning. I can't wait to hear about how your gardening goes in the fall. This is line to right. Hunter coming in to make the catch on the sinking liner. Going to first out here at the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, Gulf Oil is proud to be the official electricity provider of the Boston Red Sox. Going down here in the last half of the 4th inning for Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia struck out swinging in the 1st inning. Only 1 base runner so far against Max Scherzer. A single by Johnny Gomes in the infield in the 2nd inning. Now a pop-up back of the bag at second. And there are 2 outs. These guys are going early in counts. They're hacking very early. I guess you got to against Scherzer.
Because he can embarrass you. I mean, you get a piece of cheese to swing at, go for it. And, you know, when you start the inning off with a line drive to right field and the guy catches it, you know you're in trouble because you're only going to hit so many balls hard off this guy. He keeps the ball in the ballpark for the most part. Only 16 home runs and, 180 innings coming in.
His first pitch strikes to 10 of the first 12 batters that he's faced in the game. And here's David Ortiz, who grounded out to first base in the 2nd inning. And he'll pop it up into shallow center field. Incoming is Tuiasa Sopo, but it's going to be Jackson's ball to catch in center field. A 1-2-3 4th inning, a 4-pitch inning. 1-0 Tigers. Now back at Fenway, where the Tigers have a 1-0 lead over the Red Sox. And leading it off is Matt Tuiasa Sopo. He struck out looking in the 2nd inning. 1 of 5 strikeouts for John Lester. Lester has given up 4 hits and 1 run. And he's pitched very well here tonight. The 5 Ks, no walks. The Red Sox have not yet scored in the series. Someone fouled straight back, and it's 1-2.
You know, John, once again going up against a tough pitcher. Last time out, Chris Tillman did a nice job against the Red Sox, and you know Scherzer, he's smelling number 20 tonight.
Breaking ball for strike 3, frozen. That is the second time Tuiasa Sopo is struck out, and 6 strikeouts for John Lester now.
Well, that's a backdoor hook for Yakulo right there, huh? I mean, a bunch of fastballs to him and no chance. And once again tonight, good breaking ball, curve ball that we've seen more of from Lester. Got to mix that in here and there. It makes that cutter look that much better.
Amica Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Amica Pitch Zone. There's 6 of them up there for John Lester. As Brian Pena takes strike 1. Pena singled in the second. He was thrown out trying to score at the plate. He gets a start tonight. Alex Sevilla started yesterday. Elevating that time on a 94-mile-an-hour fastball well out of the zone, but it is strike 2.
He's doing what he wants to do. Everything he does is what he's trying to do. Cutter down and in, breaking ball away. I want to throw him a high piece of cheese here. I mean, that's command. This is as good as I've seen him, Lester pitch. I know he's been on a roll for about the last 5 games, but this, to me, is as good as I've seen.
Inside out swing that time from Pena, fouling it off to the right. Lester about to throw his 70th pitch of his outing. The first inning is really where most of those pitches were. 25 first inning pitches. And a ground ball down to deep third, picked by Middlebrooks, but he bobbles it and has no play. Initially looked like he grabbed it, but drops it and cannot make the play at first base, even with Pena running.
Didn't seem like that all of a difficult play. A curveball that Pena rolls down the line. Maybe it came up on him, but you don't have to hustle because Pena can't run, but just clanks off of his glove and he kicks it. It goes to his right. He has no chance regardless how slow Pena is.
So error charge to Will Middlebrooks with 1 out here in the 5th inning. 9th error this season for Will Middlebrooks. So Jose Iglesias doubled in the second inning to drive in the game's only run as he takes strike 1.
Well, he had enough of that. Lester last time out, fastball. Iglesias hit a bullet over Victorino's head. It got out there in a hurry. This time up, he starts him off with a changeup. Enough of that bullet stuff.
It looked like it surprised him because he was running sideways and it quickly got by him.
It almost looked like he was rising. As it turns out, they throw Pena out at the plate, or that inning could have been a little longer. I don't know if he misjudged it. You don't expect a ball to be hit that hard coming off of Iglesias' bat. You know, line drive to center, you think it's going to sink. Well, it didn't sink.
First one down. Jose Iglesias with a count of 1-1. Wrap foul outside of third.
Swings like a big man sometimes. I mean, that's going to be, for him, he has to shorten it up if he's going to get the most out of his ability offensively. I mean, he'll run into a home run here and there, but we've seen it. I mean, he hit so many infield singles.
1-2 to Iglesias, and a swing and a foul tip for strike 3. Iglesias spins out of the box, takes with him the 7th strikeout of the night for John Lester. 2 down.
You know, once again, Lester with this cutter. I mean, they're not even making contact. That ball is diving down and in hard. One of the best cutters in the year for Lester. Iglesias didn't know whether he caught it, fouled it, what. You're out.
So 2 down in the inning. There's Pena at first base. Austin Jackson top of the order, 1 for 2 today. Bouncing in, good job by Ross to his left.
See a nice block by Ross. That ball biting down and in. Came back up.
On the outside corner for strike one. Austin Jackson with a double in the first inning. Struck out looking in the third inning. 1 for 2 in the game. 7 strikeouts for John Lester through 4 2/3. And a soft liner that is going to get into right field for a base hit. Pena takes second on the single by Austin Jackson. And Austin Jackson is 2 for 3 on the night.
Decent pitch. He gets his cutter up a little bit and Jackson just fights it off. Doesn't hit it very hard. Because if Pedroia could get it, if anybody could get it, Pedroia could, but out of his reach.
So 2 on, 2 down, and Torrey Hunter, the batter. Hunter fouled out to Mike Carp at first base in the first inning and then struck out swinging in the third inning. Into left field, a base hit. And stopping at third is Pena, as getting it back in is Gomes, and the bases are now loaded. Tigers now 2 for 5 with runners in scoring position in this game.
That error looming large by Middlebrooks. Should have been out of the inning, but a fastball to Torrey, and he just turns on this thing. He is all over this fastball. Base hit, luckily hard enough to left field to hold up Pena. He can't run anyway.
I want to remind you to head to the 5th annual Fenway Park Bridal Festival this Sunday with special guest Randy Finoli from Say Yes to the Dress. The event features wedding professionals from across New England to help you plan your perfect day. Couples will also have the chance to enter a free raffle for an opportunity to win one of 4 wedding ceremonies at Fenway Park. Tickets are available now at redsox.com/bridal or by calling 617-226-6792. A tough spot here. Bases loaded with 2 down, and the game's best hitter Miguel Cabrera stands in on the right side. The scary part is he is due because he does not have a hit tonight.
Well, there's nowhere to put him. That's the problem.
Pena at third base. Jackson at second base. Hunter at first base. 2 down here in the 5th. (2-0) this season in this spot. He is 4 for 9 with 1 grand slam. He has 4 grand slams in his career.
What do you throw 2-0?
Probably not a fastball.
And you're trying to paint still. You're not just going to rock and roll here. You got to try to paint.
You're not going to party with him?
No,
here?
we're not partying here.
No party. Fouled off to the right. Did try to party.
Decent pitch. He was trying to throw it on the corner, but you know in the back of your mind, you got to throw a strike too. Wasn't middle. See, up a little bit. Outside corner, a little late.
Bases filled with Tigers. 2 down here in the top half of the 5th. There's a 2-1 to Miguel Cabrera. And it's on the ground to shortstop. Stephen Drew will go to second for the 4th shot, and Lester gets out of the jam. Not easily done, but he gets it done. 1-0. Tigers have the lead. Watch out-of-market games live on over 350 supported mobile and connected devices in HD quality with MLB.TV Premium. Visit MLB.TV today. MLB.TV, baseball everywhere. Well, it's on to the bottom of the 5th inning back at Fenway Park. Tigers have a 1-0 advantage as the Sox come to bat. What a jam Lester just got on him.
Ooh, pitch of the game. 2-1 cutter. Ground ball to short. From the best hitter on the planet. Thank you.
And Mike Carp leading it off here in the bottom of the 5th inning and taking a look at a strike. And flied out to center field in the 2nd inning. Max Scherzer has given up 1 hit. Faced 1 over the minimum through the first 4 innings as he works here in the 5th. A nifty 46th pitch coming up here. Off the end of the bat, foul. 1-2.
He's hard to figure out. He kind of throttles his fastball a little bit. Throws across his body just a hair. Ball late movement, and he's got good breaking stuff. Great changeup. I mean, there's a reason why this guy is 19-1. Changeup anytime. Through to Ortiz, the 3-2 changeup.
Foul straight back, and we'll do it again. 2-2. So he's been living fastball-wise right around 95 miles an hour all night.
But they just can't get on it. It's almost like it's just a little too quick, a little late.
Just outside, full count.
He almost dotted that outside corner with a changeup.
Just the second 3-ball count Scherzer has had on the night. And a swing and a miss as he goes back to the fastball and strikes out Mike Carp. That's 6 strikeouts now for Max Scherzer. Well, tonight we recognize Detroit's starting pitching for going the Firestone complete extra mile. Tigers starters lead the American League with 67 wins, a 3.48 earned run average, and 803 strikeouts. And in their last 47 games, they've recorded 33 quality starts. Detroit's pitching effort is recognized by Firestone, who know what it's like to help drivers go the extra mile. One down here in the 5th inning. Johnny Gomes is the batter. Gomes with an infield hit in the 2nd. It's the only hit the Red Sox have. And that is strike 1. Let's put you on the spot, Eck. But if you had to decide who would start for you twice in a 5-game series, do you have Verlander start game 1 still, even with what Scherzer's done this year?
Yeah, that's a tough one. It really is. But I got to go with him. You just do. I mean, the track record. I mean, he's the guy. He is still the guy, regardless if he's not having his best season. He could tow it up. He get it going for a big game.
Went twice last year, game 1 and game 5 in the ALDS against the Oakland A's without a problem. But he's a different guy this year. He's not been the same.
He's very hittable this year. I mean, it's hard to continue to do pitch like he did. I mean, 2 years ago he was ridiculous. He had it going on like you see Scherzer had it going on. 24-4 that year. MVP, Cy Young. But very hittable this year. You see that ERA 3.5, and it's like, what is that? You expect him to just go out there and knock this league out. But you know, the innings catch up with you a little bit. You know, it's hard to go out there and just keep humping.
1-2 pitch on the ground down the line at 3rd. It's a foul ball. Oh, that was close. Right down the line, and standing on the line is Eric Cooper, the 3rd base umpire. He got a good look, but crowd booing. Looked very close.
That is very close. You see a changeup, he goes out and hooks, and just looked like it went over the bag. Fair. I don't care where that ball lands foul, but you see, that ball looks fair. It had the corner of the bag. That is a fair ball.
Fair ball.
Is that the replay? Is that considered replay? Throw the flag.
Throw the flag.
We got to throw the flag right there.
We have a
We're
challenge.
talking about a leadoff double.
Throw the flag, John. It's a challenge.
In a 1-0 game, I got to have it. Let's go. Bounce around.
The 1-2. Gomes gets another chance and gets a base hit anyway. Into left field. He's got Scherzer figured out. He's 2 for 2.
Boy, he hit a changeup foul that we thought was fair, and then he gets a slider this time and still does damage. You see the slider down away. How did he hook that ball? End of the bat, got enough of it, threw it in the hole. You know, 1-0 game, anything is big. Getting a hit off this guy tonight is a tough thing to do.
That brings up a string of 8 in a row retired by Scherzer. Just the second hit he's given up, and here is Stephen Drew as he takes strike 1. Drew flied out to left field in the second inning, 0 for 1. Driven to deep right center field. This is going to get down and one hop up into the bullpen. It's a ground rule double. Gomes will be stopped at third base, and the Red Sox have runners at second and third with 1 out. And Stephen Drew got into that one.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scherzer's lucky this isn't a 2-run bridge ball, because this is a high changeup. Back-to-back off-speed pitches, and he leaves his changeup up, and Drew, he lifts this ball. I thought it had enough, but it one-hops the bullpen, and that's not a break for the Red Sox, because Gomes would have scored on this ball. Now second and third with 1 out.
So second and third, 1 out, and David Ross coming up here. Scherzer now in a jam for the first time in this game. Red Sox have not scored in the series. And a swing and a miss for strike 1. Back to the gas.
If he's going to throw gas now, it's going to be the best he's got. And that ball's upstairs. He can't get there. He wants a punch out badly, but you got to get 2 strikes before you get 3.
Again, 97 that time. That's the hardest fastball we've seen tonight.
That's what I'm talking about. It's time to see his best cheese. Game on the line. This is the best piece of cheese he threw. 97. Not even close.
And he struck out Carp. Gomes with his single. Stephen Drew a ground rule double to right center. Second and third, 1 out. Swing and a miss, and again 97. Took care of business quickly on David Ross. 2 down. 7 strikeouts for Scherzer.
You talk about hump right here. I mean, game on the line. Totally different fastball. 3 of them. All of them right by him. Ball up in the strike zone. But the velocity is beyond Ross right now. Overmatch.
Two down here in the 5th. Will Middlebrooks the batter. Dancing down the line at third is Gomes. And is a base hit into center field for Middlebrooks. Gomes scores. Behind him is Drew. And the Red Sox take a 2-1 lead. Will Middlebrooks drives in a pair. Jumps on the first pitch he sees from Scherzer, and the Red Sox take the lead with 1 swing of the bat.
Scherzer changes lanes. No fastball here. Decides to throw a slider to Middlebrooks. Middle. Ball's got a little. Ball's up too much. Middlebrooks doesn't try to pull. Hits it right up the middle. Atones for his error with a base hit. 2 RBI base hit by Middlebrooks. It's got to feel good.
So Middlebrooks at first base. 2 down. And Shane Victorino the batter. Then a swing and a miss. Slider again, down and away.
That's a major mistake by Scherzer. Hanging, breaking ball. Kind of lose your focus there. You punch Ross out on 3 fastballs, and then you throw a hanging slider. You got to give Middlebrooks credit just to try to hit the ball up the middle, but it had hit me all over it.
Well, now John Lester has a lead in this game. He has pitched very well. Red Sox have scored for the first time in this series. That is in there for strike 2.
Scherzer wants to kick himself. 2 bad pitches this inning. The high changeup to Drew and the slider to Middlebrooks.
There goes Middlebrooks as Victorino will take a pitch that is just low. And a stolen base for Will Middlebrooks in his scoring position with 2 down.
Well, heads up by Middlebrooks. It takes Scherzer quite a while to deliver to the plate, and he gets a running start. Ball looked like a strike. Pena held it.
Little pop up. Fielder is there to make the catch. It ends the inning. Will Middlebrooks drives in a pair of runs to put the Red Sox on top 2-1. The 6th inning, thanks to Will Middlebrooks' 2-run single. And now here come the Tigers in the 6th inning. First pitch swinging is Prince Fielder. Fouls it off to the left out of play. Fielder is 0 for 2. He struck out looking and grounded out to shortstop. He'll be followed by Victor Martinez, Omar Infante. The Tigers left the bases loaded in the 5th inning. They've left 5 men on. They'll get set for every Red Sox game on NESN with Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. NESN's pregame coverage of the Sox begins an hour before every game. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union, banking the DCU way. Lester has lead for the first time tonight. Did he go? No. Says third base umpire Eric Cooper. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
And there's that hook again. He's mixing it in with those sliders. Really gets him out front. Boy, he's been going at it all night. No walks. The at bat of the game right now is Cabrera, bases loaded, 2-0.
He's a fly ball foul down the left field line, out of play. Yeah, that was huge.
It was really huge. 2-0. What are you going to do? He threw him a high fastball up, fouled it off a little late, and then came back with a cutter middle, ground ball.
Able to get out of that inning unscathed as the Tigers leave the bases loaded in the 5th, and then his team comes back and puts together 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning. And a grounder foul down by the tarp. Victor Martinez waiting on deck as the Tigers bat here in the top half of the 6th inning. Red Sox in the shift. The infielder not chasing. 2-2.
This is what it's going to be like in the playoffs. I mean, you figure who's going to pitch, who's going to start. We talked about Verlander. Would you go to Verlander instead of Scherzer? What do the Red Sox do? Is it Lester? Who is it? Lackey?
This is back off of Lester. It kicks out to short. Drew on the run and not in time. Fielder's able to beat it out. You get the side or back of Lester as it kicked out to shortstop.
He's waving him away like, get out of here. But this ball bit him. Probably got him in the backside and kind of right in his chest. The little ground ball right back up at him, and he caroms off the side of his chest almost. And he had a chance to throw him out because fielder doesn't run all that well, but you see him waving him off. Get out of here. He's just doing this to satisfy Farrell because he's ready. I'm fine. Looking for who's going to cover second base. Let's go. Bounce around.
Let's send it to Jenny Dell.
Well, Don, we have a huge group here from the Relay for Life, and I'm sitting next to Nancy right here. You're the Area Director of Development for the American Cancer Society here in Boston. What got you started in that organization?
My daughter actually was part of a Relay for Life in our town, and she had asked me if I would be a chaperone. And I had been involved in a lot of different fundraising and nonprofit events, and I had gone down there to be the chaperone. And when I got there, they were in the middle of a candlelight ceremony for survivors. I'd never seen anything like it, and I thought, this is something I want to be a part of and kind of grow my career with the American Cancer Society. So that was 7 years ago, and I'm still there.
And now we have Marcia right here, a breast cancer survivor. What has led you to want to help and volunteer the Relay for Life?
Because the American Cancer Society, they're the ones that really funded and founded the mammogram, and that's when my breast cancer was founded, because of mammogram. So that was my reason to start relaying, is to say thank you to the American Cancer Society. Plus, I lost my sister and my dad to the disease, so I want to remember them, and then especially to promote all this awareness of what you need to do to be healthy and stay healthy, and so that my daughters don't have to hear those words, you have cancer, like I did.
So many people affected by it. You have a group of over 700 here tonight. Tell us how that all came about.
Well, actually, Relay for Life is not that new to Major League Baseball. They do have Relay for Life nights. We know in St. Louis we do it. We know in Chicago they do it. And we were contacted by the Boston Red Sox, and we were glad to accept the challenge of bringing Relay to Fenway and turning the bleachers, as you can see, purple. So we just blasted out all our relayers in New England to about 120,000 participants this year, and we sold out the amount of tickets we had. So we're thrilled to be here.
We're so happy to have you here. Now, fans at home, I know I've done Relay for Life. It's such a great event. How can they get involved?
RelayForLife.org. Basically, there's several hundred relays in the United States, and there's relay all over the world. But if you go to RelayForLife.org, you can search by zip code or town, and you'll find one in your community.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here, you two. Thank you. Don, back to you.
All right, Jane, thank you very much. And thank them for all that they do. A great group out there tonight in the bleacher area. 1-2 pitch foul back by Martinez as it hangs at 1-2. Prince Fielder reaching on an infield hit to start this inning for the Tigers. Omar Infante waiting on deck. Fly ball to center field, playable for Shane Victorino out there in center, almost where he was standing, as he makes the catch for the first out of the 6th inning.
Big out for Lester. Martinez, just a tough out. Gave him a fastball to hit it in the right part of the field.
So fielder at first, Victor Martinez retired. Omar Infante the batter. He singled and scored in the 2nd inning, grounded out to third base in the 4th. Wait for Infante to go the other way. Center fielder Shane Victorino over towards right center. And a chopper left side and under the glove of Drew into left field. He was trying to get in the right spot so that he could start the double play or at least get one out, but he ended up kind of playing it off to the side. It gets by him.
Well, he had to charge that hop. He couldn't wait back for that hop. You see him charging, trying to get that short hop on the second hop. It goes into the slide. Ball just eats him up past him. There's no way he was going to turn that, but you're hoping for an out. Ball wasn't hit very hard.
So first and second, one down. Ruled a base hit, and runners are first and second with one out. That's the second hit of the game for Omar Infante. That Tuiasosopo, the batter. He is 0 for 2. He struck out twice. And takes a pitch inside for ball 1.
Boy, he's thrown him a lot of cutters. Inner half of the plate, punched him out the first 2 times. This guy's dangerous.
And both times Lester has struck him out. They've both been called third strikes. There's a strike, 1-1. This ticket brings you the pitching line for John Lester. 5 1/3, 8 hits, the 1 run. He has not walked anybody and struck out 7. He's thrown 97 pitches as he works with 1 out here in the 6th inning. And a swing and a miss. Tuiasosopo trying to leave there. It's 1-2.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. He's a dangerous hitter. He got one thing in mind, that cutter biting down and in. He swings over the top of it. No chance. Lester's been pounding the strike zone all night long.
One, two is a swing and a miss, and for the 3rd time tonight, Tuiasosopo strikes out. 8 strikeouts for Lester now.
Boy, he's his favorite player tonight. Once again, backs up that another cutter down, and he cannot get there. Tuiasosopo cannot hit this pitch. He's missed it badly all night. Schooled him.
Amica Insurance, proud sponsor of the Amica Pitch Zone. 0-2 down here in the 6th inning. Runners at first and second. And Brian Pena, the batter. He has been on twice. Single, reached on an error last time up, committed by Middlebrooks at third base. And a chopper foul in that direction. 0-1.
Got him out front on a little breaking ball. He's mixed in that curveball nicely tonight.
Fielder at second and Fonte at first with 2 down here in the top half of the 6th inning. And a fly ball out to shallow center field. Victorino coming in and under to make the catch that ends the inning. Well, Daniel Nava will lead it off. We'll check out his heat zone when we come back to Fenway. $100 to the pediatric trauma program at Boston Children's Hospital for every home run hit by the Sox. To date, $70,000 has been donated. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. And as we head to the last half of the 6th inning here at Fenway, it's 2-1. Red Sox have the lead as Daniel Nava, Dustin Pedroia, and David Ortiz come to bat here in the 6th. Max Scherzer giving up 2 runs in the 5th inning. That's after he gave up only 1 base hit through 4 1/3 innings and only 1 base runner for that matter. As Nava takes strike 1. Back here's the heat zone for Daniel Nava against right-handed pitching.
And this is slugging. This is just not average. And you see where he has damage right across the strike zone, and even to the outer part of the strike zone, he handles the ball inside. And you see that one area up out of the zone. That wasn't in the zone.
Tuiasosopo in left is under it, makes the catch. Shy of the track in left, and Nava's 0 for 3 in the game.
One bad pitch by Scherzer that he would want back. First pitch slider to Middlebrooks just after he punched out Ross 3 times.
One down here in the 6th inning as Dustin Pedroia stands in 0 for 2. And takes strike 1. Pedroia struck out swinging in the 1st. He popped out to second base in the 4th inning. And a strike 2.
He's been pounding the zone too. No walks on his side. 7 punch outs in less than 70 pitches. That's hard to do.
74% strikes he has thrown in this game. He's thrown 69 pitches, 51 of the 69 for strikes. His 70th pitch is yanked outside.
Well, you can't throw salad and just keep throwing strikes. You got to have some gas, to be pounded. You can't pound the strike zone with salad. No, you got to nibble, right?
Have you ever tried? I mean, do you know?
Yeah, late in my career, I was pounding the strike zone with salad.
and it doesn't work.
It does not work. You got to be really careful.
And then you retire.
Yes.
Is in the right center field. Austin Jackson is back there with room, and he makes the catch. And the second out, Pedroia is 0 for 3. We'll stay with Nesson later after our Sox coverage for Nesson Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank. Adam Pellerin and Leah Hextall anchor our coverage of the day in sports, and will be joined by Jermaine Wiggins and Matt Chatham in studio to preview Week 1 for the Patriots. We'll also bring you a full report from the Bruins captain's practice, as well as a recap of the game here at Fenway. It all comes your way on Nesson Sports Today following our Sox coverage. 2 outs in the 6th inning. David Ortiz, the batter. And a breaking ball will miss for ball 1.
David came in hitting over 500 against Scherzer. Had juiced him 3 times.
Well, it falls behind here 2-0 as we check out Max Scherzer's pitching line, brought to you by your Eastern Mass Lexus dealers. 5 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs. Hasn't walked anybody, struck out 7. 73 pitches. Little room for error in this game. So David has the green light here, 3-0. He takes ball 4 and heads down to first base. That is the first walk given up by Scherzer. It's a 2-out walk. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center, the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox, invites you to join the walking club. Sign up today, get a cool wristband, plus everything you need to start a walking program for better health. Find out more at vidmc.org. 2 down here in the 6th inning. Ortiz at first and Mike Karp the batter. And a strike over the inside corner. Outside, 1-1.
Well, I tell you, being 19-1, a lot of things have to go right for you. First of all, you got to have great stuff. You got to be a good pitcher. You got to be a great pitcher to go 19-1. But you still have to have run support. We've seen Lackey throw the ball good. What's he get?
6 shutouts against the Red Sox when he's pitched.
Crickets for him.
Frame that time by Pena, but it'll miss. 2-1. One of the wins leaders, 19 for Scherzer, vying for his 20th of the year here tonight. Chris Tillman, who Lester saw last time, is second with 15 wins.
Masterson got hurt yesterday. Came out in the yesterday, the day before, first inning. Maybe it was last night.
And a pop-up foul backing out of play off to the left. How about Bartolo Colon, 14 wins.
Right, he slowed down. He went on the DL for a while, and so you think about him. I mean, who's going to win 20 games? It's hard to win 20 games. You have a much better chance in the American League because you stay out there longer.
You have a better chance.
Oh, totally.
Deeper into games. We saw that on the West Coast. Of course, when the Red Sox took on the Dodgers and the Giants. It's a fact you don't deal with on this side in the American League.
Not saying it's easy to win 20 games in the American League. It just doesn't happen all that often.
Karp strikes out, and it ends the 6th inning. We head for the 7th. It's 2-1 Boston. deep into his pitch count, up over 100. Deals with the pitch in the dirt for ball one to Jose Iglesias. The pen is busy. Craig Breslow on the left, Brandon Workman on the right. As the Red Sox starter begins this inning, over 100 pitches with a 1-0 to Iglesias. It is down low, 2-0. Iglesias, Jackson, and Hunter to bat here in the 7th inning. Appear to be no ill effects from the ball that hit Lester that was the comebacker to the mound. Not sure where it really got him. But
yeah, I don't think it got it got kind of meat. It got maybe his side. It didn't get his chest. I thought it hit his chest originally, but it got probably the side of his hip.
Strike two, 2-2.
Well, they'd love to have a 1-2-3 inning from Lester right here. If anything goes wrong, you got to go to that pen. They're going to have to piece this thing together.
Swing and a miss. Lester strikes out Iglesias for the 2nd straight time. That's 9 strikeouts for John Lester. It's time now for a Toyota game break. Here's Tom Caron. All right, Tom, thanks very much. A new season high for John Lester in strikeouts. He had 8 strikeouts 4 times this season, but he's just picked up his 9th K of Jose Iglesias for the first out of the 7th inning, and is ahead of Austin Jackson 0-1. Make it 0-2.
There's that hook. He's had that hook tonight that he's mixed in several times. Bunch of great cutters tonight. Curveball keeps him off stride a little bit. Strike percentage is through the roof for Lester tonight.
On the ground softly towards third. Middlebrooks charging, throws on the run and in time. Good play to get Austin Jackson, who's got good speed. 2 down.
Nice play by Middlebrooks. He knows he's got to get going. Takes it on a short hop. Throw chest high. Gets Jackson, who can run.
Now 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Torrey Hunter about to bat as Lester wants a new baseball.
Seen Lester all year long, right? And you see the 8 hits, so it doesn't look like the greatest outing he had this year. This is, I think, might be the best I've seen him throw this year. This outing. Overall stuff. Cutter, hook, gas, everything. I mean, the command is this is Lester at his best.
Chop to shortstop. Drew plays the high hop. And John Lester is through 7 innings with the lead. On top 2-1. 7th inning stretch from the Fens. The Sox, Pats, and Bruins all in action on the same day. It's everything you need to know on NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank tonight following our Sox coverage. Now John Lester through the first 7 innings has a 1-run lead as the Red Sox come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. And as good as you think he has been this season.
That is as good as I've seen him all season long, and matched up against a 19-1 pitcher on the other end, and talked about him facing Tillman last time on the bad end of the stick there. But tonight, this is as good as I've seen him. I know he gave up 8 hits, but the no walks, pounding the strike zone, 9 punch outs, dominant.
And Johnny Gomes, Stephen Drew, and David Ross batting here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lester 7 innings, 8 hits, the 1 run, no walks, and 9 Ks. Now I'd like to get a little more supportive. The Red Sox like to obtain some insurance. Gomes is at Scherzer's number tonight. He's 2 for 2. Infield hit to third and a single to left. Popped up this time, left side of the infield. Iglesias makes the catch for the first out of the 7th inning. Well, there are only 2 homestands remaining this season, but you still have a chance to see your Red Sox at Fenway Park. Sox play the Tigers tomorrow to wrap up this homestand, then come home a week from Friday to play the Yankees, Orioles, and Blue Jays. Get your tickets now for these great matchups by calling 877-RED-SOX-9. Online at redsox.com/tickets or visit the Fenway Park ticket office. 1 down in the 7th inning for Stephen Drew.
They continue to throw that ball away, and he knows it's a ball. The ball's outside. Happened last time up, but he hung in there, got a changeup, hit a ball, 1 hop the bullpen.
Scherzer has thrown first pitch strikes to 18 of 21 batters in this game.
It's come a long ways from having control problems.
Little wrinkle in that, and it's ball 2, 2-1. Now, how do you all of a sudden just snap into this, though? How do you go from that to this like that in a season?
Well, I mean, he wasn't that far off last year. I mean, you know, he won 15 games. I mean, it wasn't like this came out of nowhere.
Off the end of the bat, foul, 2-2.
Sometimes you just sort of find the zone, you know. I mean, he's very deceptive, and so his delivery is kind of sticky, you know. The ball comes out, and he throws so hard. And when you throw that hard, you're off a tick. It's hard to find it. I think sometimes you don't try to throw as hard as you can. He throttles it a lot like Verlander does, his fastball back and forth. We saw that when he needed a punch out.
He was jumping up to 97 when he needed against David Ross. Those 3 pitches were amazing. Just pretty much blew him away.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that hump. I mean, that gift.
There is David Ross waiting on deck. 1 out here in the 7th. And a foul by Drew stays alive.
It's like what Buchholz had at the start of the year. He was just, you know, on top of his game, and that's all I could think of. He was throwing as good as he ever did. It's like when you're on a roll like that, you don't want to stop. Everything is going your way, and you're making pitches.
Drew doesn't go, and he's down to first base with a 2nd walk given up by Scherzer in 6 1/3 innings. I'll remind you to stay with us and after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Tom Karen and Tim Wakefield will break down the game, and Jenny will bring you clubhouse reaction. WB Mason Extra Innings Live. Can't go wrong when you buy right. WB Mason. Well, Brandon Workman is up now in the Red Sox pen. David Ross, the batter, and he'll take a pitch down low and away for ball 1. Interesting moving forward to see what kind of innings Brandon Workman gets. Is kind of an important situation right now. It's a 1-run game late.
Because you'd think that Tozawa would be getting up right now, and then shows a lot for him to be the setup guy tonight. Big game, 2-1.
In there for a strike, 1-1. Ross didn't like it. A look back to Paul Schreiber, home plate umpire. Soft toss to first, and back easily is Drew.
These are the type of games that you need to get in. If your Workman's going to be your guy and you're going to give him these kinds of innings, this is adrenaline plus these games.
Blowing away, 2-1. One out walk for Stephen Drews at first base. Red Sox have a 1-run lead. Ross with a swing and a miss, chases a slider, and it's 2-2.
Well, last time up he threw him 3 fastballs right by him, and now he gets him behind 2-1, and he throws him a blade going sideways, and that's tough. And throw him another one.
Doesn't chase this time, able to hold up, and it's a full count.
Not 100 pitches yet. It's either he backed up that slider with another one, but he didn't go. Not 100 pitches yet, but he's working hard.
It's Ross now, Middlebrooks next. Red Sox batting here in the 7th inning with 1 out and a runner at first. Tigers a double play depth in the middle. 5th 3-ball count, and it's fouled back. And fastball right down the middle. Throw to first, another soft toss, and back to the bag is Drew. Well, double-barreled action now. Luke Putkinen is up in the pen for the Tigers, and Phil Koch, the lefty. Saw Koch yesterday. Three-two. And look out, Ross gets hit on the arm. So a 3-2 pitch, it hits David Ross. And he is in some pain.
Well, you can hear it from up here. Got right on the elbow. And this ball gets away from Scherzer. Not even close. 3-2 pitch. That's got to hurt. I mean, this is a fastball that's just biting. Well, I'll tell you, Scherzer's labor in this inning more than he has all night. Missing badly on some pitches and missed badly there. You just hope that Ross is okay.
Looked like it may have got him on the back of the hand at second low. Get into the look.
I mean, you're not thinking a ball at you, 3-2. You're trying to keep your nose in there, and this ball just almost at your face. It probably did get the back of his hand. You see it. Thought it hit his elbow. It's the back of his hand.
Yeah, left hand. He held it right away. So he's checking it out right now down there at first base. 2 on, 1 out.
Man.
Now Will Middlebrooks with 2 on, 1 away here in the 7th inning. That one kind of buckled him a little bit. 1-0.
Starting to lose it here, Scherzer, and this is the pitch, the worst pitch he made all night up until right now. After punching out Ross on 3 fastballs, he hangs a slider to Middlebrooks, and then Middlebrooks later on the next inning makes a nice running play on Jackson, kind of atoning for the error he made earlier. It didn't cost the Red Sox a run.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. The 100th pitch of the night for Max Scherzer, coming up with 1 down here in the 7th inning. The bluff, and shooting in from second base was Infante. No throw.
Middlebrook could make him pay again right here if he makes a mistake.
And a swing and a miss. Elevated the fastball once again, and it's now 1-2.
It's not a strike, but you get what you're looking for, and you got to get out there.
The numbers for both sides with runners in scoring position. Tigers 2 for 8. Sox just 1 for 3. Middlebrooks the 1 part back in the 5th inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch. On a check swing, a ball in the dirt, and not checking is Paul Schreiber. 2-2.
If he could get it a little closer, he would have an attempt to swing, but this ball is just too far away. He doesn't exactly know where he's throwing the ball right now, Verlander. Every throw is a little haywire.
Drew at second, Ross at first, 1 out. Middlebrooks will foul it straight back. We'll do it again. Well, if nothing else, the Red Sox have Scherzer in that pitch count up over 100 now.
These are the throws that used to get to me. You know, late in the game, tight situation, you're up over 100 pitches and you're trying to hump. The next day, you wonder why you're sore the next day. You know exactly why.
This will be the most pitches he's thrown in any inning. This is the 23rd of this inning. Yeah, it's a fly ball to center field for Austin Jackson. Wait for it to come down. It does for out number 2. His throw goes to third, but not tagging and remaining at second base was Drew. 2 down. Advil is the official pain reliever of the Boston Red Sox and proud supporter of Volunteers. Go to Advil.com to find about the Advil Relief in Action campaign.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scherzer was backing up third base. You don't see many pitchers backing up third base like that. I mean, you do. You got to back up. I mean, he was flying over there as if Stephen Drew was going to tag up at second base. But look at him.
He's going hard.
He's going hard. He's into it.
So 2 on, 2 down. And before Shane Victorino bats here, and Shane was about to bat left-handed. He may still here. It appears he will as the catcher goes out there. So now he's decided to change it up.
I guess if there's a guy to change it up, it's this guy, because he's made him look kind of bad.
This has been about 3 weeks.
Yes.
Since we have seen this.
He's had enough of this slider, nasty sliders coming down from the right-hand side. Got a better chance on this side.
Well, Victorino 0 for 3 from the other side tonight. And he swings at the first pitch, pops it up, foul ground. Pena's coming back, he's got to play. And he makes it to end the inning. The Red Sox strand a pair and end the 7th. We head to the 8th, 2-1 Red Sox. This call to the bullpen is brought to you on Nesson by New England Ford dealers. Well, Brandon Workman comes into the game for the Red Sox after 7 innings from John Lester, who departs with the lead. Workman's 12th appearance, 4-2 with a 4.50 earned run average, 37 strikeouts to 12 walks, and opponents sitting at 269 against Workman. So Lester gives up 1 run on 8 hits in his 7 innings. He did not walk anybody, and he struck out 9 batters, a season high for John Lester.
It's a great start by Lester tonight.
Miguel Cabrera leads it off here against Workman.
Looks like they're going to piece this inning together. You got Breslow and Tazawa warming up in the bullpen. If you think about it, what are you going to do here? Try to get Cabrera out. Things go well. Breslow for Felder.
1-0 pitch is going to miss outside. 2-0. There's Prince Fielder, then Victor Martinez expected in the inning. Fly ball to right field, playable for Nava. 1 down in the 8th. Well, John Farrell out to make the change, and that's exactly what they're going to do. As it appears, is going to be 1 and done. With Fielder coming up, Workman gets his man in Miguel Cabrera. Pitching change from Fenway. Red Sox have a 2-1 lead.